maybe some music will help. This old record of mine should do the trick.
Shattered soul, I was discreet, visceral, pain, blood insurgent.
This is harder than I thought.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Firebrand interview. Today we have Nicky Jones. How you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm doing good. Great to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. So for some awesome fans that we have here on the Firebrand channel, they're used to me interviewing, like Christian metal vocalists and stuff. But that being said, I think people will know why I found your story so interesting. You This is leading into a question, but I'm just giving a little bit of context for it. You were the voice of Chowder, obviously, but you've grown to become a massive metalhead, as it seems. But it sounds like I heard a few of your interview clips. Oh my gosh, the wall. Okay, you got the collection going.
Well, I
It
like
sounds like
metal
you've been a
a little
metalhead.
bit.
for a
I
long
like
time.
metal a little bit.
Just a touch.
Just a tad. Just a tad.
Yeah, it sounds like you've been a metalhead for a long time. Do you mind if I ask how that started?
Well, that all absolutely started with my brother, Peyton Jones. He's he got me like the MySpace era stuff. Like Devil Wears Prada. As I Lay Dying, and then like Suicide Silence, Whitechapel. That sort of stuff. That was the whole thing. Like 2005, 2006. I was about, I would be 10 years old at the time in 2006, and then my brother he's 4 years older than me, so of course, anything my brother was listening to and doing and all that stuff, I absolutely wanted to be a part of because it's my older brother.
Yeah.
So he got into heavier music. We watched we were bad kids kind of in the day. We watched stuff that we shouldn't be watching, like Jackass and like Viva La Bam and stuff like that. So we got all into CKY and stuff like that. Yeah, oh, of course, and then you end up you just go, and then of course with the internet, MySpace, and then that's sort of how it got started. So I've been a metal fan for a long time. I'd say like 2005, 2006, so about 16, 17 years. So most of my life.
Wow, that's so cool. How has your taste evolved over the years?
Well, my taste has definitely evolved. It's funny. It's actually really funny because my taste super duper evolved for a long time, and then now, like with how the world is and how life is, it all circles back around to itself. So I started out with Devil Wears Prada, like metalcore stuff, As I Lay Dying, A Day to Remember. I started out with the metalcore stuff. All That Remains and stuff like that, and then got into like Suicide Silence. Whitechapel was a big one, of course. Bring Me the Horizon, their original deathcore EP, which, man, the remake sounds so good. I can't even.
Dude, oh my gosh! Thank you for bringing that up. I was so excited for that.
Like when Black and Blue Repented came out, like I damn near got emotional because of how beautiful it sounds. And Dehumanized is like, oh my god, they can still write amazing deathcore. Holy crap! So, that era
exactly.
The MySpace sort of era is how I got started, but then it evolved into for a long time. I want to say like 7-8 years. I was almost exclusively like melodic death metal and technical death metal. All I listened to was
Really?
I have a bunch of shit on my desk, so I'm gonna just so I have props basically. I listened to a whole bunch of Inferi. I used to listen to like nothing but like Artisan era stuff, and I still do listen to a whole bunch of technical death metal and melodic death metal, and even
right,
like brutal death metal stuff. But like in the last, I'd say 2 or 3 years, for whatever reason, I think maybe I worked at a toy store, and so me and my buddy Cody, we always would play metalcore stuff, and because that's all that he really got into. He didn't get into anything further than metalcore. So I think within the last few years, I've reverted back to basically all I listen to now is metalcore and MySpace era deathcore, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Which is actually kind of good because that's sort of in vogue right now, and people are really starting to to do that stuff again. But yeah, it evolved and then it regressed back to
Yeah.
right where it was. But I listen to everything. I even listened to like slam. I don't listen to too much black metal just because I find it kind of sort of repetitive and depressing. But some of it can be cool. Like Half is
I get
amazing.
that.
Oh my goodness.
I get that. Mhm. Yeah, I totally get that. Sorry, there's a little bit of lag going on, just so you know, so if
Yeah,
I
you're
interrupt
good.
you, that might be why.
I kind of figured. It's all good.
But yeah, that is totally relatable though, because I'm actually more of a recent metal fan. I hate to be like a poser, but I have discovered that it is like such a slippery slope
Mm-hmm.
because I got into it kind of through my older sibling as well. My older sister liked a lot of Christian rock, Skillet, Flyleaf, Red,
Of course, Flyleaf, a
and so
classic.
yeah, but yeah, I love them, and so over the years I kind of stuck with like rock-ish, but then over the last few years my eyes were opened. But I
On
noticed it's such a slippery slope. Like you get into like heavier metal, you get into or heavier rock and heavier metal, and then it's like metalcore sounds really cool. I like these screams, and then it gets into like deathcore, and then you're starting to get into slam. Like it's so quick. Like you just
yeah.
want. It's like a high you're trying to get back into. So I'm
You
always
need to find the
curious.
heaviest
Like
thing. It needs to be heavier, 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 heavier.
exactly,
No, I totally.
exactly. Do you know the band Gutrectomy at all?
Of course, guttarectomy. Oh
Have you heard of
yeah,
them?
oh yeah.
Or I think I mispronounced their name, but that to me is like the end all of
Oh yeah.
like the bass drops they have in their new music. That's what the end game is
Yes,
of heavy music.
I agree.
No, but that's super cool. I love that. And I was curious. I love Devil Wears Prada, As I Lay Dying. Those are both phenomenal. I was really glad to hear that. Do you have any more like modern today Christian metal bands that you're like a particular big fan of?
Well, I can tell you my favorite band of all time, which I would say is more modern metalcore, even though they haven't done anything in like 5 years, which is really sad. But that'd be Phineas. Phineas is easily my favorite, my favorite band of all time. Phineas is actually what really, really got me. It's kind of sort of funny. I found Phineas when I was like 15, 16. That's actually like Phineas helped me become like more religious. Like I wasn't like I listened to Devil Wears
Really?
Prada and stuff like that my whole life, which always has a very like a Christian method message. But something about the way
Sure,
Sean
right.
writes his stuff is because he like I think he actually like studied theology for a while too. So like he actually like the way he
Really?
writes stuff is sort of more like I don't know. It's almost like it's hard to explain, but it's almost as if a pastor is writing metal
Yeah.
music, almost in a way, kind of sort of more like August Burns Red style, like lyrics and stuff, sort
Mhm.
of more thought provoking in the way they bring the Christianity into it. I mean, they have a whole album about North Korea, about trying about like the oppression that the North Korean people live under a daily basis and just trying to escape and just how Christianity is slowly kind of sort of getting its way into like North Korea and how of course they're trying to ban it and everything. So it
Mhm.
crazy good album, really really heavy and really really thought provoking, but also with a really good message as well about just like not giving up, like not never losing sight of the light
Yeah.
at the end of the tunnel and all that stuff. So no, they're easily my favorite band, and whenever people go like, "Oh, what band do you recommend?" I always say Phineas. Just go listen to Phineas. I'm the Lion. Just go play that 5 times, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Some of their last album has some of my favorite songs ever in it. I they're phenomenal. That is a great pick. I
Dream
like that a
Thief
lot.
on their
I
latest
yeah,
album is so good. I love that one.
yeah. I and I know that this is like especially Christian metalheads will say that this is kinda like a default answer, but my favorite band has and probably will still be Demon Hunter
Oh, I
for a long
totally forgot
time.
about Demon Hunter. I love Demon Hunter. I don't know how I could forget about Demon Hunter. I love Demon Hunter. I
Yeah,
got most of their stuff too.
never forget. Yeah, they're phenomenal. They're my favorite. They have for me, that's like the lyrics that I really like. it's like faith is like like a pillar of their lyrics, but it's still like the human experience. It's that sort of thing. But I totally relate to that. It's awesome. I actually hold on, let
Collapsing,
me see
such
if
a
I
good
can get the
song.
camera. Oh
Abstract
my
art.
gosh, yeah. Sorry, I know I'm doing a weird pose.
Let's see.
See that.
Oh snap! You got the hit. You got the
And I
freaking.
have my and I have the
Yeah,
chowder
I gotta turn
sounds.
my camera like this so I can actually see the full screen. Oh, no, I can't.
What do I is it too low quality?
I don't know why, but I used to be able to
Well, there's
turn.
a demon hunter.
There it is. I can see that. That's beautiful, bro. That is so cool.
Thank you. Also by
Hey,
total
it's
chance,
Chowder Flower.
I forgot I'm wearing the chowder side.
Ah.
There you
Hey,
are.
you got the Nether Walker shirt. You came prepared. I like that. Where'd you go, Brandon?
Technical difficulties. I
We're
kicked
back.
my headphone cord. But yeah, I have a demon hunter tattoo. Big fan of them. That was the point of me doing that.
I got becoming. This is becoming the archetype. One of their
Oh
2012
yeah.
album. Kind of sort of mixed in with For Today's original album with their cool halos on the For Today's first album. So I got. Oh,
Oh
and then
my
like a
gosh.
crown of thorns. Let's see. We got Tetelestai, the Spear of
Wow.
Lelouch, a random moon, and then I got one more. Got Lumbarum with the P, the X, and then the anchor, the Christ,
Wow.
anchor, Alpha, Omega. Oh yeah, all my tattoos are religious.
That is so cool.
The only one that isn't
I love
religious
those.
is the random moon, just because I like Castlevania. But I think there's a blood moon in the Bible
Well,
somewhere,
that's
so you know.
yeah. No, that's really cool. I really like that. It can be related. There was a total eclipse of the sun. Maybe it can be, you know. Um, I have a I don't know if it's lagging too much to see, but I have a Angel of
No,
the
that's cool.
Lord on my arm right
Yeah,
there.
that's
Um,
cool.
those are really cool. I did see your tattoo in some of your posts, so I was gonna ask you what those were. So, but I mean, you went through it already. You read my mind, man. That was
Well, you were showing yours
those are
off. I
really
was like,
cool
I want
though.
to do that too. I need to get more.
Yeah, I want.
They're expensive, and they hurt.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. What? Um. They're yeah. They got real pricey. They're tough to get. Um.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite out of yours?
Probably this guy. It's just so cool. It's funny because
Becoming the
even
archetype.
yeah the just the gnarly because it's like Jesus but as a skull and stuff and like with a beard.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just like that. It just looks cool. For the longest
It's
time though,
super
whenever
cool.
after God of War came out, everyone was like, "Well, you got a Mimir tattoo." Everyone said I had a Mimir tattoo for the.
Oh
It
my
was like
god.
I'm like, listen, I really like that
They don't know
game.
ball.
Okay, shut up.
Yeah. I kind of see it, but I feel like they don't know ball. You gotta know becoming the archetype.
Yeah. Which
Those are
man,
great. So you big
Hmm.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say they recently had it. Well, I say recently, it was like 4 years ago. They came out with a
Mhm.
comeback album that was super good.
Yeah. Oh, there's some really good tracks on there. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask. So you big becoming the archetype and For Today fan? Do you got tats of them?
Mainly, I adore For Today's. I need to listen to more For Today. I
Mm.
adore their original album. That was the one that I grew up on. But Becoming the
Mm.
Archetype has been a big, um, always been a big fan of Becoming the Archetype. Huge fan of them.
They're really good. Yeah.
They're super good.
Um. There's Do you mind if I have a brief some brief exposition because I want to put you onto some really good bands if you're open to
Excellent.
it. If you're open to it.
Oh, I'm always open to music,
And you can
brother.
do this if you like brutal death metal. A brand new band just came out called Hematidrosis.
Ooh,
They're really good for brutal death metal.
excellent.
Um, and I have a problem. I don't know if you can relate to this, but I have a problem where I get into bands because I like their logos.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like,
same here.
that would be an awesome shirt. I got to become a fan of them so I can wear their shirt. Um, yeah. Uh, which leads me to talking about Netherwalker, because when I heard Tavern, I saw that logo.
Yeah.
I had to get into them. I want to ask a bit about how that feature happened on Crusade of the Elden Stav. Um, how did that come about?
Well, that came about by, I think that was, I want to say that was 2022 or late 2021 or early 2022. Grayson, the guitarist and sort of man behind Netherwalker, he just
Mm-hmm.
messaged me, shot me an Instagram message because he saw that, like, saw all my metal stuff and all my deathcore stuff on Instagram. Because a long time ago, many moons ago, my Instagram used to just be me posting about music because I wasn't doing anything with, like, I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't doing the shows and stuff like that. And then you see like a
Right.
couple like toy store posts because I used to work at Misfit Toys, so you'd see that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But then now recently it's become a lot more just of my like Chowder stuff. But all I used to do is post metal back in the day, and it was almost like a funny footnote that I was Chowder. I think Grayson just hit me up on
Yeah.
Instagram saying like, I see that you are Chowder, and I see that you love metal. And do you happen to do and it just so happened to be the case where I was already kind of sort of practicing doing metal vocals because of course why wouldn't I, because I love this stuff,
Of
so I might as
course.
well like
Yeah.
do it in my free time. And so he just had asked me like, hey, do you happen to, like, would you want to be on a song, like do you do vocals, would you want to be on a song? And I was like, oh yeah, I would want to be on a song. I recorded that on my phone in my closet. And then they just,
Really?
yeah, no, it was super duper, like spur of the moment, but it was so fun, and me and him have been buddies ever since, and I hope to hang out with him too, whenever I get to eventually go to Florida, whenever that gets
Yeah.
going.
I mean, did you have any idea what they would become like not long after they
I can't believe how
they
freaking
started?
huge they are now. I can't believe it. I'm
Yeah.
so happy. I'm so proud of them. I like when I saw that they were gonna be like touring with doing Whitechapel's 20th anniversary. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like it's insane, and it's I'm so happy that because they're such good dudes. They're such good dudes.
Yeah.
They deserve this, and like Grayson's riffs are insane. He's a maniac on the guitar. So it's so awesome that, and they put in the work. They deserve to have the success. So I'm super duper stoked that they're killing it right now. It's so cool seeing. It's like, yeah, freaking, I love it. I love it.
It's so cool. I like seeing them on like I mean, it's a bunch of legendary deathcore bands and they're right there. I'm not saying they're not legendary, but like they've only been around for a few years now. Their album just
Yeah,
came out like a few months
yeah.
ago.
The
So to
album
see
came
them
out this
be put up
year.
with all these yeah, exactly. Seeing them next to these titans, it's so cool how quick
So
they've
amazing.
just skyrocketed. I mean, there's a lot of talent behind them. You're totally right. So I think that plays into it. But I remember I think right after Battle of Tridem came out, or however it's pronounced, I I went back to be like, oh, I gotta look at their other music, and then I saw um, Nicky Jones, voice of Chowder feature. I was like, what? Like this was before I saw you on Instagram. I was like, that is so left field,
Yeah.
but it worked great. It
But
worked great.
I wonder how many people see that song. I always wondered this: how many people see that song and see like Nicky Jones' voice of Chowder in there? I wonder how many people click on that song expecting to hear like an intro by like a long time ago there was this. I don't know. I don't even know what you would expect. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I wonder how many people think it's like, oh, is Chowder just gonna start talking randomly in this brutal deathcore song? It's like, nah, I can scream a little bit here and there.
yeah,
I
exactly.
can.
Yeah, exactly. What did they? It was gonna
And
start, and then
hilarious
it's like all
too.
the best chefs have a catchphrase. You know, like what did they?
Oh, right?
That would be hilarious.
And it's hilarious too because now whenever I do these conventions and I see all my old
Mhm.
like Chowder coworkers, they all come up to me and ask like, "Hey, what have
Yeah.
you been up to, man?" I go, "Well, I still do. You still do vocal work?" And I go, "Kinda, yeah. I would yes, I do. It's
You
not
could
the
say
same type of vocal work, but I still do vocal work. Yeah.
that is hilarious. Do you and you have some stuff coming out? You said. Do you want to talk about that?
Uh,
New
yeah,
features you're
I
working on?
do.
Anything like that?
I do have another feature that I can. There's a couple features that are still in the beginning stages of talking, but I feel like I can confidently
Mm.
say that I am. Killed by Yeti is getting ready to release their first full length. I'm been a big fan of them for a while. Obviously, I do a podcast with the vocalist, so I'm pretty biased on
Hmm.
on my
Yeah.
Killed by Yeti love. But I'm going to be a feature in their new album. We just have to figure out which song I want to be on, but I want to do like some gnarly stuff on it. Of course, I like to try the crazy range and stuff like that because I'm a voice actor. I like to see where I can go and what I can do. So
Yeah.
I want to try to do some really cool stuff on that feature. And the new album I've actually in February I went to do a show in Arizona and I stayed with Dipper for a week and we went to the studio where Gabe writes all the music and records all the music
Hmm.
and he just was like, oh, you want to hear the new album, like the instruments of the new album. It's so good. It's so
Yeah.
so so cool. Like they're really like everything they've done up to this point is really like it all comes together and like they really are making their own like path with this new album. I feel like they really are carving out their own niche and like they're finding what their sound really is with this new album. So I'm super duper stoked to be a part even be a small part of that album. So I'm very excited about that. And
Hmm.
I'm not no idea when that's coming out, but I am very very excited
Hey,
for that.
it's good to put people onto them anyway. And then they can keep an eye out.
100%.
So I'll put them in the description if you're watching. Go check them out and keep an eye out for that new album. That's exciting. That's really cool. Um, and what would you ever, on the topic of vocals, would you ever do like your own project at some point?
I've dabbled in it. I've also like dabbled with the idea of like becoming a full time vocalist. It's just right now it's kind of sort of difficult because my schedule is so. Right now, just
For
my
sure.
schedule is just so gnarly, and next year it happens to be the 20th anniversary of Chowder, so I have a sneaking suspicion that next year my schedule is going to be even crazier than it has been
Yeah.
this year. So really, it's just trying to sort of find the time and dedication. And the thing with me is if I can't go 150% into something, especially something like metal, like I've had a couple people even come up to me being like, hey, would you ever consider like being a vocalist in like a band or something like that? And I've it's a dream of mine, but I want to make sure that I can actually put my full focus into that dream because I wouldn't want to mess that up because it's a huge passion of mine. So I want it to
Hmm.
be the sole driving force basically of my life at that point. And right now I got a bunch of other stuff
Yeah.
on my plate right now that I want to focus on and get that stuff done and enjoy it while I can, so to speak. And then I really would love to at some point just be able to go all in because writing is super duper fun. The first feature I did for Killed by Yeti was actually the first feature that I got to write myself. The
Oh, cool.
Netherwalker one, Grayson wrote, and the Sagen feature, Steve wrote, or I think Steve wrote it. It might have been I forget his name, but it might have been the other guy. I forget his name. I feel so terrible right now, but it's been a while.
I do that all the time. No worries.
So the Killed by Yeti one was the first one I actually got to write my own
Okay.
lyrics, and just Dipper just gave me the synopsis, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of sort of procrastinate. I do things last minute. I think I'm not even kidding when I say this, and this probably is. I've told Dipper this, and he finds it hilarious. But I wrote the lyrics for for the end of the song I'm on in like 10 minutes. Like 10 minutes before we recorded. So I know that sounds bad,
Oh
but
wow.
I actually find that awesome because
Yeah.
I am actually kind of proud of the lyrics I wrote because they're like, kind of sort of in the style of like MySpace era deathcore, where they're just really really mean, of course.
Yeah.
But that's what the song needed. The song needed aggression, so I was very very pleased with how kind of sort of cool I made that sound in such a little amount of time. And I'm like, oh man, if I and it actually opened up something in my mind where I was like, if I sat down for like a day and just did nothing but do this, I could totally like write an album or something
Yeah.
like that. If I focus on something like that, I really could do it. It's just right now my life has so many little distractions here and there. So I love
For
doing the
sure.
features. The features are awesome because it's like bite sized, sort of. I can write what I want to write, and I'm excited to write that stuff. Just right now, I'm just focusing on the fact that hey, everyone seems to remember this show I did 20 years ago, and I kind of sort of like it. And the fans, man, when I go to these shows,
Yeah.
dude, and the fans come up to me, and just the little bit of fun we had before recording,
Yeah.
that means everything to me. That
Really.
means so much to me. To the fact that because so many of the people I can think of so many people that have influenced my life in like just like through media and stuff like that. So to hear the fact that I've done that for so many people, it would seem means the world to me. And people like come up to me and they're like shaking and stuff. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm meeting you. It's like oh my, like I assure you, you get to know me. If you wouldn't be shaking, you'd be like, oh, it's that guy again, But but no, it really does mean the world to me. So I guess I'm sort of focusing on that right now. But I there's not a there is not a day that goes by where I'm not thinking of like lyrics or something like that. I always have metal
Wow.
in the mind.
That's so cool. And I mean, I before we were recording, I told you this, but it is really cool because before my now fiance and I ever met, we both watched Chowder separately. So when we came together, we would watch we pretty much only watch either like rated R horror movies or
Yeah,
kids shows. So it's like when
that's
we
about where it's at.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we would either watch one of two shows, Gumball, which ironically I know you did the voice in the pilot, and
Yep.
Chowder. So it was so cool when I stumbled across. I think it was the Netherwalker feature that made me find out that you're like a metalhead now. So it's cool that I've been able to engage with your work for so long.
Yeah.
And I can definitely see I would have a lot of fans who, um, I mean, Chowder's like a comfort character for a lot of people, you know?
Oh
He's like a
yeah.
very safe kid, and he's very sweet. But it's so cool that you and now look what you're doing. You're writing the lyrics you're writing. No, I'm just kidding. But
Yeah. I know.
that is so cool. It would be so awesome to if you ever have a project that you can write and be the vocalist for. That would be so exciting. It's something I've also like would love to do one day. If you
Right?
do, hit me up. We'll do another show. We'll do another show. For
Yeah,
sure.
we'll do another show. Freaking, I'll do a feature, brother. Come on now.
Oh yeah,
Always,
let's do it.
I'll get you a feature.
That would be
I'm
awesome.
I'm always about helping out friends.
That would be awesome. And um, I really hope to see you like get a project out. But 20 years of Chowder next year. You said also.
Yeah, November 7th, 2007 is
Wow.
when the show aired.
How does that
I was
feel?
11. I was 11 years old when the show came out, and next month I turned 30.
Wow. Happy early birthday. I'm sorry. I know.
Where does the time go, man? Where does it go? Like what?
Yeah.
No, it feels crazy that like people come up to me and say like, "Dude, Chowder's like 20 years old." I'm like, "No, it's not." Oh,
You're lying. Don't take
it
that
is
back.
20 years old. Oh my goodness gracious,
Oh,
it's crazy.
the time flies, man.
It
Yeah.
was even like I started recording that show like, I remember I did the pilot, like, when I was 8 or 9. I was so young when I did that pilot. In, like, the pilot episode, Froggy Apple Crumple Thumpkin, you can hear that I sound like a little kid.
Yeah. It took a while for the show to pick up after that, right? Like, it was the pilot, and then it took a while.
Yeah. It was like about a year or so it took for the pilot to actually get like greenlit, which is actually pretty standard
Right.
in for cartoons. So I had grown up a little bit, and then if you watch, like, I always say, if you watch like a season 3 episode, which of course is like only like 12 episodes in that one, you watch a season 3 episode and you watch a season 1 episode like back to back, you can hear a difference.
Yeah, really.
It is very apparent that I was getting older.
And that is interesting. That I know where this is a metal show, but this is something that I've thought about. When kids play main characters in shows, they can only do that for so long. And I know like Gumball is probably a good example.
Best example.
They have changed voice actors 3 times now, right? Because the voice actors keep aging. So
yep, they age out.
Was that ever something they wanted to do with Chowder, or did they wanted you to do it and you had grown older, or?
From what I've heard, from what Carl's told me, Carl said that they did always intend to just keep being, just kind of sort of maybe even age up Chowder if the show kept on going on, because he said that there's never ever a second choice. I remember I didn't do Chowder in the little Smash Brothers game, Punch Time Explosion. That was Tara Strong, the voice of Truffles, and about and about 1,000 other things. She ended up filling in for me for that, but I remember Carl was telling me that, like, he had planned to age up Chowder a bit, and the good thing is like, I didn't grow up that much, and I can still kind of sort of get it. Like, I can make Chowder sound like a teenager, basically.
Yeah.
So that was the idea, was that they were, gonna sort of do that, but then we got replaced by Destroy, Build, Destroy, so that didn't end up happening. So Andrew YK was more.
I won't make.
More important.
Yeah, I won't make you say anything, but I'll say not a worthy replacement. That's not okay. But.
I love the dude.
That's crazy.
The show wasn't.
Yeah, that's.
The guy's great.
I mean, yeah. I think it's fair to say, in my opinion, that's not a worthy successor. But since we're on the topic of Chowder, you have a con coming up, right? Is it Comic-Con?
I do. Colorado Springs on August 21st to the 23rd. Pretty excited about that one.
That's awesome. So are you doing like meet and greets, or do you have any like panels or anything like that planned?
I don't know if I have a panel for that one. It's funny, I'm on the website now and it's like, some of my friends are going. This will be nice. Some of my friends are going. This is so sweet. I don't think I have a panel for that one. I just see I see me here. They don't have me down for a panel. But that's okay. I typically always do like the panels at like nostalgic cons and stuff like that. So a lot of people have, it's kind of nice doing a show and not having a panel to worry about.
Yeah.
Because those still,
they're
still always a little tense.
And I have seen on your Instagram before, you have people who know you now and watch the show, like me, who brought you like Chowder metal merch, like specifically.
Yeah.
What is the strangest, or maybe not strangest, but what's the coolest like fan art or gift that you've been given in that sort of vein?
Not only will I will show you. I'll
okay.
As far as like, first of all, anything that anyone has ever given me, I've had the cutest ones were two cute, little adorable little like 8 or 9-year-olds. Were at a like the day before the show. They're huge Chowder fans. The day before the show, they went to like some restaurant, and you know how like restaurants for kids, they give you the thing to draw or the thing to color in with the crayon.
Yeah.
Cute little adorable kids gave me colored in photos, and then they signed their name to Chowder. Thank you for coming to the show.
Oh.
That I have those on my fridge. Those just make my heart warm. First of all, the fact that like little kids like the show is insane to me. I love the fact that parents nowadays are getting
Yeah.
their kids into the show. That's so cool. But as far as as for me, the coolest thing that I've ever gotten like Chowder fan related is I'll bring it right here. This Chowder
Wow.
vinyl, this fully custom Chowder vinyl. It even has we got custom song names. My Burple Nurples, I'm Not Your Boyfriend featuring Killed by a Yeti, Always Hungry But Never Full featuring Mung Doll, Rada Rada featuring Schnitzel, of course, Brain Freeze Blues, and then not only front and back, but we got a
Wow.
unique sleeve. This guy went all out. I made a whole post about this just because of how amazing it was. The sleeve is
Oh.
fully done, and also there's layers to everything.
Oh
The
my God.
vinyl itself is fully custom.
That's really
as well.
cool. Wow.
This is, first of all, definitely not worthy of this amount of effort. Holy moly, that is so amazing. But I need to get one of those really nice vinyl frames, to put vinyls on. Because as you see, I'm a CD guy. I love the idea of vinyl, but like, I have 1,000 CDs. 1,000 of these is way more space.
Oh my
than
gosh.
1,000
Dude, okay. I personally collect vinyl, but I have probably less than 20 vinyls because not only are they more space, you might see some of them on the wall back there. Meadows is really good. That's Meadows, and then the rest is some Demon Hunter vinyl. Vinyl is expensive.
Yes.
It's very expensive. So my very sweet parents got me a really nice vinyl player over there for my birthday a few years back.
Very nice.
So I was like, okay, I'm kind of obligated to collect vinyl now, but it's a slower process for sure because it's pricey. So CDs is probably the way to go, but that is a really sick vinyl. That is really cool. If you don't mind, I actually have something really cool I want to show you as well.
Course.
So give me just one second.
How's everyone doing today? It's good. It's good. Also got Godzilla stuff.
All right, sorry about that. Oh my gosh.
I've been keeping myself busy.
Yeah, no worries. We have a little surprise.
So weird. I found this like shirt or something. It's like
what? What? Where can I get that?
So
I want one of those.
yeah, we made some.
What?
So we're not.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
for you.
Oh.
Oh, you might like that. Right?
Okay,
cool.
I must be misremembering. Is there a time where Chowder's the skeleton? Do we know what Chowder's skeleton looks like?
Yes, we do. There's an episode where he has to go. It's the mold episode, where he becomes the giant mold. And touches all the spice. He becomes the big spice. He goes down, and there's a dead Chowder already down there.
I think I do remember that now. He's like all covered in cobwebs and stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my god, that is so cool. Well, those are amazing.
Thank you. We worked on these together.
Thank you.
I commissioned the logo on the front and messed with it, and then she did the art on the back.
I drew this one.
She drew
that. Where do I support this? Where do I go to
I will send you one. We can talk after the, because there's been we haven't been able to catch you at like a con or anything. We did want to do something cool, so we can send you one.
I can't appreciate that enough. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
That's the coolest shirt. Oh my god.
Can you show me?
Also, I'm also jealous of your Netherwalker shirt because you can't get those anymore. I think those are all sold out too.
I think are they really sold out again?
Last I checked,
Oh.
I wanted to support Netherwalker,
Yeah.
my bros, and they won't let me.
So I did this sketch for you while I was waiting. It's Chowder as Godzilla, and then
What? A little bit more to the yeah. Oh, what? Chowder and me and my girl were just talking about. You got bugs in my house. We were literally just talking about like how we were thinking about getting like a Chowder art commission of Chowder in a Godzilla costume.
yes,
And
wow.
that was literally like the exact sort of like hit with his face poking out of the mouth was like the thing
That's
we were
crazy.
thinking of.
I would love to draw for you. Anything you
Oh
want,
my
I will draw it. Anything.
Well, I
And
appreciate
I
that.
wasn't able to get it done, but that is Chowder as like Leon Kennedy.
That's awesome. Oh my god.
But yeah, thank you.
That is so cool. No, thank you for that. That's amazing. Thank you.
Love you.
Much love.
Much love. So much love.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys
for
so
sure.
much.
Thank you so much.
And that was
Well, that's
a
amazing.
little surprise. I hope you enjoyed that.
That's amazing.
And so, thank you so much for joining us today. It was an absolute pleasure getting to chat with you.
Thank you for having me.
And
This has been so
Yeah,
fun.
getting to nerd out about metal and Cartoon Network shows and
Yes.
I have two more things I want to do with you real quick before we wrap up. Is that cool with you?
Of course.
I want to talk to you about some of the best new Christian metal bands that are coming out. I know I talked to you about Hematidrosis earlier for like brutal death metal, but there are some really good deathcore and metalcore that have been coming out. I mean, some debut albums have come out in the last year or last year.
Oh yeah.
Do you follow With Blood Comes Cleansing?
Oh, are you kidding me, dude? I love it. With Blood Comes Cleansing,
Yep.
with Impending Doom,
Mhm.
oh my goodness, what Crimson Armada?
Oh, yeah.
That's another good one. I actually have a super dope Crimson Armada hat that has like barbed wire on it.
Oh,
It was
that's
so
sick.
cool that the last show in Anaheim, I was obviously right next to Carl, the creator of the show, and he goes, "Man, that hat is so cool." Everyone was complimenting on my Crimson Armada hat. No one knew what it was, and I'm like, "Thank you guys. This is a nice hat."
Yeah, it's they're really good. So there's two. Well, Unworthy is a really good one. I don't know if you've heard of them.
I support them. I got their CDs.
Oh, really? Jeez,
Oh yeah. I support them. I love them.
you have such good taste. It's crazy.
No, they're super good.
Unworthy's
I love
great.
them.
A brand new one that I'll recommend if you haven't heard of them already is King of Waste.
That is one I have not heard of.
Okay, they only have 2 songs out, so that's like niche right now.
Yeah.
But we interviewed them a little while back. They're really good. So that for like deathcore fix, I highly recommend them. And then
Waste. Oh, I see him right here. Nice. I'm gonna listen to that right after the show. Absolutely.
you're so sweet. I think, given the bands that you like, I think you'll really enjoy them. But I will say your Christian metalcore taste as well is on point. Between For Today,
Thank you.
And Becoming the Archetype and Phineas, that's like those are elite. My favorite newer bands that are pretty active would probably be, I mean, Demon Hunter, but they're kind of like a broad range of genres.
Yeah.
Convictions. I don't know if you listen to them at all, if I've heard of them.
Convictions. I have heard of them. I need to listen to them.
They're really good. And Meet Your Maker is a UK metalcore.
Your Maker.
They're phenomenal. I know. Sorry. Right now, I'm just kind of listing bands to you. I'm now realizing. But...
No. Meet Your Maker. No. I absolutely have heard of that band.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They probably got a song of that. I'm just like, maybe the logo or okay,
Worship is Warfare.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I have heard of these. I need to listen to them more for sure.
And I mean, there's also Confessions of a Traitor and Unbroken Rain. They're really good, active, like metalcore bands. I could probably go on for like the next hour if I just started listing bands.
I'm gonna have you send me a list whenever this is done. Just send me a list over Instagram. I'm gonna check them all out.
Absolutely, I would be honored to do that. They're all phenomenal, lyrics wise and sound wise. But what I have to say about this genre specifically, when it comes to like faith-based stuff, it's very easy to shrug off Christian media because a lot of the time it's bad. Just to be frank, it's terrible. Like movies, we make movies, we make. But when it comes to metal, personally, I find that you don't have to like settle. You know, a lot of Christians are not okay with like certain lyrics. They feel convicted about it. I mean, I love a lot of secular metalcore and deathcore. I love Signs of the Swarm, Psycho Frame, and
Psycho Frame is so gnarly now.
They're so good.
They're like, crazy.
Yeah, but I find that for people who like listen to strictly faith-based stuff, because that's their prerogative, they don't really have to settle, and I think that's awesome that's like in this genre that you can do that. I think it's really cool.
While they're not active anymore, and I actually kind of sort of think that the main guy denounced religion actually after this. But I will say this: while he was still very much in faith, Cardiac Rupture.
Oh, I've heard of them.
This is the craziest Christian. I mean, it's funny. They actually have like features from like the guy from Gamma Sectors in here. Some of the gnarliest slamming deathcore
really
on the planet, and it just so happens to be about the Lord. So
that's really cool.
What is this? The Creator's Hand by Cardiac Rupture. Super. It's an EP, so it's only like 5 songs. Ridiculously good though. Super duper heavy. Heavy.
And that cover, both the logo and that album art are gorgeous too. Just a little off topic. Yes. That's really cool.
Half the reason I got into metal was because of the artwork, and at least, and that's the main reason I started collecting it. Was because of the artwork. I'm a big art guy, so that I love that stuff.
Do you have a favorite album cover?
Man, see, I want to naturally go to like my wall banners. Man, favorite album cover. I don't know if I could give you a favorite album cover, but I could probably give you a favorite album artist, and it's probably one that you're very familiar with because he does a lot of bands in the genre. But that's Dan Seagrave. He's done loads of Demon Hunters albums. He did a lot of the Becoming the Archetype stuff. He's done a lot of that. If you just type in Dan Seagrave and you go through his portfolio, you will see so many albums that you recognize. And then when you see his style, and he doesn't just do Christian stuff, he's done everything. He did what was the Act, I think, by Devil Wears Prada, that gnarly like devil like demonic landscape. He did that. He just does gnarly stuff. He's probably my favorite artist, and so many of his album artworks are some of my favorites.
That he's made some phenomenal art. Over there, I don't know who did it. I probably should have looked into it, but Exile.
That's Dan Seagrave.
It is.
Yeah, that's Dan Seagrave.
Then yeah,
100%.
then this is one of my favorite album arts of all time.
Yeah.
I just love that their logo is in like negative space. It's very gorgeous.
I love the fact that Demon Hunter has done their logo I can't think of the World is the Thorn album with Collapsing. He did that artwork.
Okay.
He did that artwork he's done so much for Demon Hunter. He's done a lot for Demon Hunter.
Yeah, then I'm with you there. Probably some of my favorite album art of all time was done by him. Thank you for letting me know what his name. I don't look into album art as much as I should.
No. Like I said, I'm a psycho when it comes to this stuff. I go all in on it.
Good, that's awesome.
I know like a lot of I follow a lot of album artists on Instagram and stuff. Like it's sort of what I've always been into. So that and like Godzilla. So
yeah, well, those are both awesome. Have you seen the newest movies, the -1 and stuff?
Oh, of course, brother. It's a problem. I was like, while you were gone, I was showing off. I always have Godzilla stuff.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's so bad. I don't need to be spending money on that stuff, but I do.
Hey, look, I love collecting. Hold on. I've started collecting Transformers, so they're like right within my.
Dude, that's. Are you kidding me? That's the whole reason I had a toy. I was working at toy stores because I sold all of my Transformers to the shop, and then the guy who owns it, Dan, was like, "Dude, you know so much about the stuff. You want a job?" I go, "Sure." Ended up managing that store for a little bit too.
That's so cool.
Worked my way up to manager, which is kind of awesome.
That's awesome. Godzilla is not a cringy. That is not a cringy obsession. Godzilla is sick, and anyone who disagrees, I think hasn't. I mean, I'm not as big on the like originals, like the costume ones. I'm not a massive Godzilla fan, but just the concept of large creatures fighting. I don't get how you can't think that's cool. I mean, I grew up with like Pacific Rim, so
see, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's just you can't knock that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But on the topic of album covers, a recent one that I've been obsessed with was With Blood Comes Cleansing's newest album. The newest.
They're re-released or they're
They're self-titled that Curly.
It's like I know it's over there somewhere. I want to go grab it.
I also have that CD.
Dude, that album artwork is so. That was on my desk for so long because I thought that was such a cool idea for an album cover. I love that thing.
I actually this is a little off topic. Sorry, I know I said there was like 2 things left, but we already got like off topic.
We're chilling.
We're chilling. The current vocalist of With Blood is only a few hours away from where I live. So I go to their shows. He's like, With Blood is probably one of the bands I've seen the most often live.
Yeah.
That's good. Phenomenal. But I actually said, did you know that the voice actor for Chowder likes your music? Like I asked, because I saw you followed him. I was like, did you know that? And he said, no way, that's so cool. Oh, it's not focusing on it, but I just thought that was
cool. That's awesome though.
I was after you agreed to do the interview, I started preparing for it, and I was like, does he know that he like follows him? Anyway, I just thought that was a random fun tidbit.
That's awesome. I appreciate that. That's so cool.
Yeah, of course. But as we wrap up here, I have 10 lightning round questions, if that's cool with you.
Let's do it.
All right, ready?
Let's do it. Yeah.
1. Cleans in deathcore, yes or no?
Depends. Yeah, it can be done well. Enterprise Earth, I think, is a good example of you can absolutely have cleans in deathcore, and it can fit right. Dan Watson and oh my goodness, why can I not think of the new vocalist? I love him so much. They both are amazing at that. Mm-hmm. So I think they have proven it's also of Sulfur. Mm-hmm. Great cleans in deathcore. I think it can be done. I think it's something that people are now. Do I prefer cleans in deathcore? No, but I think they can work. I absolutely think they can work.
I agree with that. I'm glad that you have, because some people it's either yes it's great or no it's terrible, And I feel like putting rules on metal is so not metal. So I actually really appreciate that take. Number 2, if you started a band, what would it be called?
Slayer of Nar.
Oh, isn't that a Serious Sam reference?
Yep.
That
Yes,
would
it
be
is.
that would be sick.
Slayer of Nar.
That would be really cool.
Forever.
And if you started Slayer of Nar, what would the genre be?
Probably some form of deathcore.
Because
Whether it be melodic or technical,
Yeah.
you know, definitely some form of deathcore.
you have taste, my friend. What is the most underrated band that you know of you want more eyes on?
Harbored Dreams, technical deathcore. They deserve far more love than they. Harbored Dreams, Killed by Yeti, and I mean, I still think Phineas is somewhat underrated. I think they should be super duper big, but that's just me.
Yeah, you know, they could if they release music, they'll be really big. Maybe they should release.
I tell you, you know, if they could release some music, then they'd really be big.
Yeah, there you go. Number 5. Do you have a favorite non-metal genre?
Eurobeat.
Really?
Gas, I wanna step on the gas tonight. Yeah, I love Eurobeat.
That's a great pick, I think. What is your next tattoo idea?
Ooh, my next tattoo idea, I was thinking about getting, right in this sort of space here. I was thinking about getting the praying hands, but they're skeleton hands, and of course blood's dripping off them because this whole thing is all about blood.
Mhm.
My whole arm is all about blood.
Yeah.
Because I got the blood dripping off this. I got,
Right.
you know, kind of sort of blood stuff there. Blood moon, crown of thorns. So it'd probably be the praying hands, and then blood. Although I've also thought, I've also kind of sort of thought about some other. I don't know, but no, that's the one that I think I'm gonna get next.
That
Yeah,
that would be really sick. I've definitely thought about getting prayer hands. Demon Hunter has like a tattoo sheet that they used to sell, and one of them has the prayer hands that says Hunter on the knuckles in the tattoo.
That's cool.
I've definitely thought about
That's
that.
cool.
I already have one tattoo, so I don't know if I should do another, but I'm definitely tempted to. If you could have the vocals of any artist in any band, whose voice would you want? So, like, if you could sound like them, who would you want to emulate?
Man, that's a toughie.
Yeah.
That's a toughie. I think for cleans, I'm gonna go for Sean from Phineas because I think he's got
That's
an
phenomenal.
amazing singing voice. And honestly, for harsh vocals, it's gonna be a toss up between, I think, Phil Bozeman from Whitechapel. I think the latest album that they did. First of all, their latest album was ridiculously heavy and super duper good. And I also think Whitechapel's another good example of you can have cleans in deathcore too, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
It would either be Phil, the toss up between Phil Bozeman and honestly, I'm probably gonna go with my boy Dickie Allen. I think he is a crazy person when it comes to the sounds that he makes. And I love the fact that he's in Necrogoblicon now. I think that's exactly where he needs to be. I see people sometimes on Reddit being like, I miss it when Dickie Allen did deathcore instead of Necrogoblicon. I'm like, well, he's having a fun time and probably making bank doing Necrogoblicon. So I'm happy he's doing that. But yeah, I'd say probably his are like his like tunnel throats are what I kind of sort of practice doing anyway. So
Yeah.
if I could sound like him, I'd like that too.
Those are really good picks. Holy cow. And number 8, what music would Chowder listen to when he grows up?
Oh well, he's already a little bit of a metalhead. You know, you see him he's gothed out in that episode. You know, where the show runs out of budget. In the Sleep Eater episode, whenever he becomes like the hulking sleep monster, he's jamming out to music, rocking out with the stuff, and then the Fire Breather episode, there's like a rock montage of like Chowder being like a dragon, which is. So I think Chowder's definitely a little metalhead in there too. So he definitely be a little guy.
What bands?
For sure.
What bands do you think?
Oh, anything that involves food. Which, you know. I mean, I don't.
That'd be pretty fitting.
I don't know why. Well, it's not necessarily my thing. I think he'd be into like the classic metal stuff. I think he'd be like a Slayer, a Cannibal Cap, you know, that sort of thing. Cannibal Corpse. You know, I think he'd be old school. I think he'd be old school death metal.
Weirdly enough, I see that.
Death.
Weirdly enough, I see that.
I think he loves Death because I love that band too. Death.
Yeah.
Like, just the Death.
Yeah. I think that'd be pretty fitting for him. Strangely enough, it works.
Thanatos.
What?
No one talks about the old school death metal band called Thanatos. That'd be his favorite band. No one will remember them, but Thanatos. He liked Thanatos a whole lot.
You heard it here first. It's canon. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Number 9. What video game soundtrack would you want to play when you enter a room?
Doom. 100% Doom. Nick Gordon, Doom stuff. Come on now.
You read my mind.
Absolutely.
BFG Division
100%.
or
BFG Division, Rip and Tear.
Yep.
I mean, you know, only thing they fear is you. You know, they're all great.
They're classics.
I love the Doom soundtracks.
That's phenomenal. A little off topic. I did a video on my main channel. I used to do video game content a few years back. And my first video was on Doom, and I put a BFG Division like a montage of glory kills with BFG Division playing. You got to do it. And the top comment was, I have not started the video yet, but if there is a montage with BFG Division playing over it, I will dislike the video. And then they replied to their comment and were like so mad. Completely off topic, but I don't regret it. BFG Division is phenomenal.
Super good.
All right, and we have a bit of a slightly serious one for the last question, just because it might be a fun one. Right. How do you want to be remembered?
I think how I want to be remembered is someone as it doesn't, whether it is you know, for what I did in like the acting world or the metal world. I think the most important thing is that people, whenever you know, no one ever wants to think about whenever they're gone and stuff like that. But whenever I'm gone, I want people to be like, okay, that I miss him because he was so cool. I don't miss him because he was Chowder. I don't miss him because he was this, that, or whatever. I just miss him because he was a genuine guy. And that's what I just try to be. I just try to be as genuine as I can, as nice as I possibly can, and you know, all that stuff. I just want to, as long as I made a positive impression on people, and that's how they remember, that's all I care about. As long as people just remember me in a kind manner, that's what I want.
That's wonderful, and I definitely think that's come across through the way you carry yourself, so I can tell you're on the right track, my friend.
Thank you.
So that is the end of our lightning round. You did phenomenal, both between the silly and the serious questions. So typically the way I end interviews is we like to pray. So you comfortable if I pray over the end of our episode? And
absolutely, please.
And if you want. So typically we like to close out our episodes in a little prayer. Are you comfortable praying with me as we end this episode?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll start us out. And if you don't mind closing after I'm done.
Of course.
All right. Thank you, Lord, for this day and for this awesome opportunity for us to gather, talk about awesome artists that glorify you and bring people closer to your kingdom, and to just nerd out about the genre in general. The opportunities we have, I thank you for the opportunities you've given me, and for the awesome time we've had here today. I pray this will reach somebody who needs to hear it, and it'll just brighten their day up a little more, and that your will be done. Amen.
Amen. Dear Heavenly Father, we pray and we thank you for the wonderful times that we are given. We thank you for the friends that we have. We thank you for the family that we have, and we thank you for the opportunities that you give us. We pray that for prosperity and for good things in the future, and we pray that you give us the light and show us the way that we need to go. In Jesus' precious name, amen.
Amen.